that work? Oh, aw, I missed.
Hi, I'm Meg, and I'm not a carpenter. I'm taking on projects that I once considered above my pay grade.
So let's screw these together, and I'm going to use a square this time.
I may not always be perfect, but I'll always give it my best shot.
Oh. Hey guys, welcome back to my garage. Today we're going to do a garage overhaul 2.0. This storage unit wall has been amazing at getting my garage organized, but there is one area of my garage that is not going so well for me. This area. So you might think it's ridiculous that we keep our garbages indoors, but our strata requires it. So I did have some help drawing up the plans for this build because it is going to be a little bit more complicated than the other storage unit wall was. But from here on out, I'm on my own. So we gotta go to Home Depot and get some lumber. Let's go. Because it is raining, I'm going to pull into the loading bay because I don't want this OSB getting wet, or at least I want to keep it as dry as possible. Drive-through lumber. Exit only. Oh shit, this way. Oh, I pulled way too far away from the bell. Oh, okay. They just opened it. Sure. Let's go down here. So, what do I need? 10 2x3x8. Oh, here. 2x3x8. And we need some OSB. Plywood. Maybe it's outside. I parked right next to it and didn't even notice. It's not going anywhere. We got the load out of the rain. Just. Oh, right. Perfect. Mostly out of the rain. Now we need to get our lumber out. Yeah, in the garage. We need these sticks as well. Okay, so here's our buy list. We got our 10 2x3x8s, and we got our sheet of OSB. So now we're just going to cut all the pieces. Let's set these up. So what I'm going to do first is measure all my lengths, and then we will cut them all. I have to start with the longest lengths first so that if I make any mistakes, I can cut my shorter ones out of the offcuts. Hopefully I measured all these correctly. I have 5 pieces of offcuts from the other build project that I did, so I'm going to use those as well as the stuff I just picked up from Home Depot. So I have 2 96-inch pieces, so that's full length pieces. So I actually can set 2 aside. Those ones down there. 2 at 96. Done. 1 at 71. I'm gonna measure from this side. Measure it there. There we go. This way, because it'd be easier for me to cut. And I just cut. There we go. I remember how to do this. My hair always looks like a mad scientist when I do these projects. I know I said I was going to measure all of them first and cut, but I think this way makes more sense. So sometimes we have to readjust as we go. 27, 27, 27. 7.5. Okay, so we did all of our sticks. For some reason we have 2 extra sticks. I don't really understand why, but maybe we'll figure that out with time. Now I just have to cut my sheet of OSB. So I want to cut my 71 first. So let's get that up on here and we'll measure it out. If only it lined up with one of these lines, then I wouldn't have to draw a line. A straight edge like this. You can see a couple of my mismarkings there, but this thicker line is the one I'm going to cut on. So I think what I'm going to do is actually move these sawhorses in a little bit and then have this part overhang because I don't want to cut in the middle because then I think it's going to get a little haywire. Let us cut. Ah! Well, that was a little scary. I probably should have been holding the board up. Well, I mean, kinda got it. Might not be exactly 71. Here? Okay, not too bad. I'm out by like an 1/8, so I would call that a win. This way is 71, and then we need 1 at 28, and then we need, or 28 and a half, and 1 at 19 and a half. We have enough for 19 and a half? We do. Just. I just have to cut it. Ooh, scary. How? Ooh, it's a long length. Okay, well, I'll draw my line first, and then we'll move it lower to the ground. Then maybe it won't twist and bind so much. Move this out of the range. Hold these away. To raise it up enough so that my blade doesn't touch the ground. Oh, milk crates. Holy, it's really raining now. I don't know. The blade's not gonna hit the ground. I don't know. Let's try. Yeah, it sounds really bad. Why is it doing that? I have no idea know why that bound up at the end. But we got it. Okay, that was actually not too bad. Yeah, lots of sawdust to deal with here. Sweep all of this up before it turns to mush. So we finished with our cut list. Hopefully I cut them all right. So I have my very basic drawing. I have to try and figure out how all these pieces come together to make this. So these are our 3 garbage bins. All these motorcycle tires that my partner has. We want to get them off the ground because right now they're always falling over. So they're going to be hanging on the beam. The beam will go through the tires and hang them. And then the top deck is going to go right here. This is our side view. And I have a couple measurements on there just to kind of get me started. But that is all I know. We're gonna start with the pieces we do know, and then it'll be like a puzzle, a Lego puzzle. We need to find our 68s. I still don't know why I have 4 full lengths. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. Here, 68, okay. Put this over here. Put you here. Need a 30. 40 now. Okay. So we're basically making 2 copies of the same thing. 1 for each side. These are going to be the side pieces that go beside the garbage cans. So like 30, 40 and a half. That. The bottom plate is by nature a bottom plate. So everything sits on top of it. Like that. So they're gonna sit on top of that. Like that. Something like that and that. Same thing for here. That way. There. But then what's that piece? So it's gotta be a little bit less than 30 because it's going to butt up into here. So we've got 2 68s done, 2 30s, and then we have 2 40 and a halves. 27, 27. No. So you're square, and you're square. So is this actually the piece? Okay, maybe, no. Doesn't make sense. Maybe we'll have to build that top deck first. Okay, well let's screw those pieces together because right now I am not confident that these are the pieces. So I've got a bunch of 3-inch screws left over from that storage wall. So let's screw these together, and I'm going to use a square this time to actually make them square because I didn't do that for that one and it kind of kept things out of square. Square that up. There. Nice, we didn't split it. Still nice and square. Oh my god. Because it kind of is like a puzzle. If you start with the pieces you know, like the corner pieces, then all the other puzzle pieces should come together. Next part, we're gonna build this shelf or this like tabletop that's gonna go above the garbage can lids. So we're gonna build it as like a standalone platform, I guess, and then see if we can put it on top there. So we know the dimensions of the sheets. So I'm gonna start with the bigger one because that's our lower sheet. And that one is 71 by what, 28 or something? Okay. Like that. Now, because my cut was not very straight and not very pretty, we're gonna use the factory edge, which is that edge, as the front. Turn it around, so it's actually in the orientation it will be going in. This is the side I placed down because the other side has like a waxy coating and it's a little bit more waterproof. This board is apparently very water absorbent. So I'm gonna put it this way. It will go into the unit like that. So the plan is, you want the nicer, prettier side to not have end grain. So the 71 side is this side, like that. What size was that? 28 and a half. I bet you that's where the 27s come into play then. No. Yes? No. Okay. Okay. Figuring out. I'm starting to understand now. The reason why we cut, I think it's an 18 and this tiny little 7.5 inch is so that that middle beam that I'm talking about can run through. Because if we run it into here, well then I'd have to attach it on either side, which that doesn't work. I think we need a full beam. You're gonna come over here. And like that. And I think that goes inside. Right? And then our full length will go through. Let's put a tape on this and make sure all the math is mathing. Oops. 28 and a half, which is what that width is, and that's 71. Square it up. Oh, that wasn't very good. Can't redo that one. I'm gonna get that scrap wood. Hot. I was trying to get this a little more square than I had it. That one's pretty square. Look at that. So this should be 7.5 inches this way. Oh, there. What side? This side, right? That goes up there. Just carry this over there so that I can see I'm lined up here too. Like that. There. Not too bad. No, you're not looking the square. Hammer. Is that square? It sure is. Hammer. Always a handy tool to have. How does this come together? I know there's a way, it's called toenailing, and you go in from an angle, but in either direction, that's gonna come out. So, like, do I screw that through there? That doesn't seem very good, because then how did that get out? I don't know. Which way do I go? Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is toe screw it from the inside, because these are kind of bowing in, and if I screw from this side, I think it's gonna push it in more. So I'm just gonna try and angle it in such a way where I'm not going to poke it through the other side. Right through there. I guess you could go through both. Ah! Okay, maybe it's working. Does that work? Oh! Aw, I missed. Damn it. Ah! Where's that little piece of wood? Okay, angle it a little bit more. Ah! Maybe we go from the outside. No, this is probably not the best way of doing it, but I'm at a loss. Needs to be like that. Ah, it just split it. Well, it just split it. It's not attached. It's just through this part. That's unfortunate. I'm just mangling this piece of wood. What about we go back to my original plan, screw that in, and then do that. Let's try that. Put one in there. There. Still don't know how this is gonna work, but maybe it was too tricky to try and toe screw both of them together. I don't even know if that's a thing. Maybe I was doing it wrong the whole time. It was the ugliest screw job. Just went right through the hole, so I don't think that's very secure. Oh God. Definitely not my finest work, but it is on there, so we're calling that good. Now we can put this sheet on top. This on top. So I'm just gonna clean up this ugly little edge here. Maybe a sanding block? Perfect. Perfectly imperfect. So we're gonna line up our factory edge, because that's the side we're gonna see. Back side we won't see, so I can go up against the wall and we won't have to worry about that. Let's move this off to the side and we'll try and build the other shelf. Here's our factory edge, waxy side up. This is where our other 68 is going to come into play. So the 68 goes like that. What are you? 18s? Yeah, that makes sense. Like that. And now we just have to screw this together. Okay, now we put this on. So this one's done. So this, we can try assembling it. So we'll like that. Okay, it's starting to look like a unit. But why are you shorter? Like that. I definitely missed something. I think this is my top plate. That goes here. So I'm missing, they're not 27. That just is not possible. If I were to use these 27 up here to sit on top of that, then that is too tall. See? Too tall. So this is definitely this brace right there. That holds this up. That goes there like that. We're missing something here because this shelf can't just be supported by that one thing. There has to be something here. So I must have missed a cut. I think I either measured incorrectly or cut incorrectly, but I am missing some sizes, and these 27s, after looking at my drawing, they're not supposed to go inside. They're supposed to go to the outside, which means these 27s would fit perfectly fine on the inside, but structurally, that doesn't work. So they're supposed to be 28 and a half because they need to go to the outside so that we see the end grain here. So I'm gonna have to cut 2 at 20 and a half, but that's why we have extra boards. Place those in, and then we'll deal with this situation. Marina, I want you there. This. Okay, right now it's saying 20 and a quarter. So we're gonna say between 20 and 20 and a half. Chill. That. So these, right there. Done. Good. I'm tempted to put a 4-inch screw there. We make our own rules around here. Okay, let's get this other one, and then we'll do our final measure for what those are supposed to be. That. There. Okay, so there will be enough room for it to go into the wall and get through both of those. So that's good. Okay, because I need to have at least 2 anchors to go into the wall, and they will fit. So that's good. So if you're nice and flush like that, it's looking like 20 and a quarter. So that's what we're gonna do. And a quarter. Hold it with my head.
Now that's using your head.
What if we start it on an angle like this? Maybe away from ourselves so we don't stab ourselves. Ah! I feel like this is... Let's do one. Make sure it works first. So I like the method we just did, where I pre-toe screwed those in. Ooh. Okay. And we do this way. Yeah, miss. Definitely a miss. But it went through that one. Just kind of split here. It's ugly as hell, but it actually went in this time. That looks so bad. We didn't get any misses this time. Well, that's terribly out of square. Time for the hammer. Do this side first. We're gonna get our toe screws in first. There. We have a unit built. So now, we gotta take everything away from the wall and stand this up and see if it'll actually fit. Okay, well, after moving the bins, I just checked the time. It's actually after 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna go make dinner and we will finish this up tomorrow morning. Good night. Okay, well, I screwed up and my microphone was not plugged in for this part. So let me explain to you what I was saying here. Basically, I had some brilliant ideas overnight. One of them being, I wanted to paint the unit, the new unit, and the old unit black. But in the spirit of getting this project done, I decided to save that part for later. The second thing I thought of was the top plate really shouldn't be mounted the way I had it mounted. So I'm gonna have to remove that and anchor it to the wall first before I anchor the unit to the wall. The last thing is the beams that are holding the tires are kind of in the wrong spot. The way I have them, the tires are gonna be butting up against each other and it's gonna be a pain in the butt to get them hanging. So I'm gonna have to readjust the placement of that and figure out a way to make that strong in this new place where I'm gonna be putting it. So I can't move that upper beam because where the shelf is, it just needs to stay there, but I can move the lower beam. So I'm gonna move it in and down, and I think it's gonna make a huge difference to how the tires are hung. Somehow when I moved the camera, the microphone slightly got plugged back in, but not completely back in. Thank God the rest of the footage actually worked, so we're gonna get back to the regular video. And from now on, I'm gonna triple check that microphone. Let's cut this off. Okay, so not the cleanest cut, but that is just how things are in my world. And you can see I didn't really make this very square, but once again, we're not here to be perfect. The next thing we want to do is basically center this up and have it right around there. But in order to do so, we need to create another sort of framing system for it. So we have some offcuts. I'm going to cut this one and put it there to give me more vertical height. This one will fit nicely like that. And then we'll attach it there like that. And another one, another stud on the other side. That way it'll give it structural rigidity from the shear weight of the tires pulling down on it so it doesn't break off or snap off. Because now I don't have this long beam that runs across to give me that structural rigidity, so I have to create it this way now. So just shy of 27 light. See if that fits. Ooh, I should have cut a splinter more. Maybe I can hammer it in. Definitely a little snug, but hey, it's working. There. Hammer works for so many things. That way you just screw in. Right. Let's take out those 4-inch screws, because we're going to need those. There. So half of 27 is 13 and a half. Is right there. And then this is an inch and a half? Yeah, an inch and a half. 3/4 on either side. So that is where we are marking it. There-ish. So we need that, like there. 13 and a half, 3/4, 3/4. Wait a sec, that's wrong. Because that's my middle. No, that's supposed to be below it, damn it. Close, but not exactly what we wanted. We want it down here, like that. Now maybe we toenail or toe screw that in there. Maybe that's good. Oh. Now, this one goes like that. $39 and an eighth. Why is it doing that? Ah! Why is it binding? Like that. Yeah. So I put one, no, because that's holding that way. I think that's good. I think that's pretty solid. Yeah, well, it's not very solid actually. Now that I'm wiggling it. Okay, so we're gonna toe screw in like that. There, I think that's gonna solidify it. Okay, now that's not moving. Well, this is kind of moving. If I can actually get this in. It's hard to drive a screw upwards. Ah. Still not as strong as I would have thought. Maybe I'll try 1 4-inch screw up. I'm just messing up the head of this so badly. Oh no! Oh no! I think I might have miscalculated this. Oh no. Well, that didn't work very well. I think I probably should have done that before screwing this guy on. Yeah, that's way more solid. We're getting back on track here. Yeah, that's gonna be a ton better. I'm really glad I made that decision. And now this one won't be poking out. When it was up here, it would have been poking out like that, which I'm fine with it up top because that's kind of the only place I could have it with that shelf being there. But here, it would be kind of annoying having it poking out so far. So now they're gonna be hanging back like that. There's still lots of room to the wall. I think that's gonna make it so much better functionally. You're probably wondering why my partner has so many tires. They're all for different purposes, different conditions, different things. Giant sheet of metal. I am gonna go put some boots on for this part because this is heavy and if I drop it on my toes, that would suck. So I'll be right back. We got boots on. I'm gonna use my gloves because it's gonna give me extra grip. Hopefully we can stand this upright. Right, that doesn't attach to that anymore. Oh, okay, well. Might need to do some toenailing, toe screwing first. Ah! Oh! Okay, what about if we go this way? Oh, it's so far off! God! Stay there. What do we try here? I don't like toe screwing. Okay, well that's better. There, all right. Good enough. Now let's lift it up. Heavy, heavy. garbage cans are gonna fit, so let's try that first. Might have to cut our little posts for the tires. They're looking a little long. Yay, it fits. Well, they all fit. Nice. Phew, they all fit with like half an inch to spare. You can see over here, these are a little bit too long. So I might cut them by like, I don't know, 4 inches. I do have to use that, figure out that wall anchor situation. Maybe we'll mark it on the underside and pull it back away from the wall. Okay, well before I go any further, let's make sure the garage door opens in the place that it is right now. Yeah. Ah, no. Maybe just the laser got bumped? Uh-oh. It was just the laser that got bumped. We're good. And we have a visitor. Ellie came to join us, right? Ellie came to join us. The first thing I want to do is actually measure off where that top beam is. There. Mark kind of roughly where this goes. Here. We're gonna put one right here. There. There we go. That was a hit. To fit. In which case, I am going to use the buzzy, trim off a little bit on that corner. Let's get out the buzzy tool. This might be a little too loud for you. Hey, let's put you inside. Hey, come on. Maybe that'll work. There we go. Now we just have to drill this into that back plate so that everything is secure. There. Okay, well that is solid as rock. That isn't going anywhere. We're good. Beautiful. This is the only one I'm questioning, and I think I just have to line it up deeper on the spokes. There. Okay. Well, that'll be fine. I think this is all the tires that we will have. I think 5 is the max, but I think we'll actually have room for more if necessary. Yeah, there. That looks so much better. Yeah, let's make sure these tires fit on top now. Oh, just. Okay, well, I'm really, really glad I dropped this down, because if that was still there, they would totally be butting up against each other and defeat the whole purpose of doing this. So, yay! That's exciting. There's something about having things off the ground that just makes everything look so much cleaner. And there's an extra spot for another tire if we need. Amazing. Let's put the garbage cans back and get this all back together. Yay! That looks so much better. All right, we're all done. I have bins that roll in and out. I have an extra workspace, and all that clutter, the wheels and the tires are off the ground, and they all have a home. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week for another project.